Imagine this. You're sitting at your workstation, headset on, CRM open, coffee beside you. Everything is peaceful. Then suddenly,
Your company charged me twice.
and inside your head, you're like, "Good morning, Dinpo, sir. But outside? Thank you for calling. My name is..." That's the life of a call center agent. Sometimes you're not just answering calls, you're answering emotional damage.
Emotional damage!
And that's exactly why one skill every customer service representative needs to master is empathy. Because when you're working in customer service, you're not simply dealing with a problem. You're dealing with a person who is experiencing a problem. And sometimes, that person has been waiting for 45 minutes. Their internet is down, their bill is wrong, their delivery is late. And somehow, you're the lucky person who gets to hear about all of it. So in today's video, we're going to talk about how to show empathy in call center customer service, including practical empathy statements, techniques, and mock calls that you can actually use. If you're a current BPO agent, aspiring call center agent, or preparing for a customer service interview, put on your imaginary headset and let's get started. What exactly is empathy? Let's start with the basics. Empathy is the ability to recognize, understand, and connect with another person's thoughts and feelings. In simple terms, put yourself in the customer's shoes. Imagine you ordered something online. The website says, "Delivery tomorrow." Tomorrow comes. Nothing. You check the tracking. Out for delivery. 3 hours later, still nothing. 5 hours later, still nothing. Then at 10 p.m., delivery attempted. Customer unavailable. And you're sitting there thinking, "Excuse me? I have been sitting beside the gate like a security guard." That's frustration. Now imagine you're the customer and you call support. You don't necessarily need the agent to say, "Sir, I completely understand because this happened to me last Tuesday." No, you simply want someone to recognize, "Yes, I understand why you're frustrated." That's empathy. Empathy doesn't mean agreeing with everything. Here's an important point. Empathy doesn't mean agreeing with everything the customer says.
Your company is the worst company in the entire world.
"Yes, sir, I agree. We are number one." Obviously, please don't. Your QA score may disappear faster than your lunch break. You can acknowledge the customer's feelings without agreeing with the accusation. Try this. "I understand why this situation has been frustrating for you, especially after the inconvenience you've experienced. Let me see what I can do to help." You're not admitting fault, you're not arguing, you're acknowledging their experience. That's professional empathy. Now let's talk about 3 types of empathy that can help you become better at customer service. Cognitive empathy, emotional empathy, and compassionate empathy. Let's break them down using situations that every call center agent can understand. 1. Cognitive empathy. Understand the situation. Cognitive empathy is about understanding what the customer is experiencing. This means asking thoughtful questions and gathering information before jumping to conclusions. Example is, "I have been charged for something I never ordered." Bad response. Maybe someone in your family ordered it. Congratulations! You just turned a billing concern into a family investigation.
Aray ko!
Instead, "I understand your concern. Let me look into the charge for you. May I confirm the date and amount of the transaction?" You're gathering information, you're not assuming. Because remember, assumption is the enemy of empathy. The customer may have a completely different story. So before you decide what happened, ask, listen, understand. 2. Emotional empathy. Recognize the feeling. The second type is emotional empathy. This is about recognizing and connecting with what the customer is feeling. For example,
I've already called twice, and nobody has helped me.
technically you could say, "Okay, what's your account number?" But emotionally, purring customer is talking to a wall. They're not just giving you information, they're telling you, "I'm frustrated." So instead you can say this, "I can understand how frustrating that must be. Especially after you've already contacted us twice. Let me look into what happened and see how I can help." Now you've acknowledged the emotion. And sometimes that's what the customer needs before they're ready to work with you. 3. Compassionate empathy. Do something about it. The third type is compassionate empathy. This is where understanding and emotional connection lead to appropriate supportive action. But here's where agents sometimes make a mistake. We hear a problem and immediately go into solution mode.
I'm having a terrible day.
Have you tried restarting your router? Wrong problem.
Aray ko.
Or you should take a vacation. Sir, you're calling about your internet bill. This is why you need to understand the situation first, then provide the appropriate action. For example, I understand how frustrating this has been. Let me review your account so I can identify what happened and determine the best option available. That's compassionate empathy. You're not just saying, I understand. You're actually doing something useful. The superpower, empathetic listening. Now let's talk about one of the most important skills for any call center agent, empathetic listening. Empathy isn't just about saying the right words. You have to actually listen. And when you're on the phone, pay attention to their tone, their pace, their pauses, their emotions, because you can't see the customer's face. So their voice becomes your facial expression detector. Customer suddenly starts talking faster, they may be anxious. Customer becomes quieter, they may be disappointed. Customer starts shouting? Well, Houston, we have a problem.
Hey, honey.
Houston, we have a problem.
But your job isn't to shout louder. Your job is to listen and de-escalate.
I'm gonna de-escalate.
Don't interrupt, even when you already know the answer. This one is hard. Sometimes the customer is explaining the problem and you're thinking, I already know what happened.
Okay, I know the solution.
Your brain? I know the solution. Your mouth? Please continue, sir. That's actually good customer service. Let them finish when appropriate, because if you interrupt too early, you might solve the wrong problem. Empathetic listening means paying attention not only to the words, but also to tone and other signals. Sometimes the customer isn't just explaining what happened, they're explaining why they're upset, and that's information you need. Create space before you respond. Here's another powerful technique. Create space. Space simply means giving yourself a moment to process what the customer has said before responding.
I've been waiting for 2 hours. Nobody cares about customers anymore.
Your brain might immediately say, okay, calm down, please. Do not say that. Instead, pause, take a breath. You can say this. I understand. You've already spent a significant amount of time waiting, and I can see why you're frustrated. Let me check the status for you. That tiny pause can make your response sound more thoughtful and less robotic. Mock call. Bad empathy versus good empathy. Let's see how this actually sounds. Scenario: internet outage.
My internet has been down since yesterday. I work from home, and I'm losing money because of this.
Okay, sir. Can I have your account number? Technically, you're working, but emotionally? The empathy department has left the building. Now let's try again.
Oh, no.
I'm really sorry you're dealing with this, especially since you rely on your internet for work. I understand how stressful that can be. Let me check your account and see what's causing the issue. Much better. Notice the formula. Acknowledge, empathize, take action. You're not promising something you can't deliver. You're simply showing the customer. I heard you. I understand your frustration, and I'm going to help.
I can hear you.
What if the customer is extremely angry? Here's a golden rule. Don't fight emotion with emotion. If the customer's at level 10, don't become level 11. This isn't a video game. There is no achievement for agent defeated customer in verbal combat. Your goal is to lower the temperature. Use a calm tone. Acknowledge the frustration. Ask relevant questions. Focus on what you can actually control. You can try saying this: I understand that you're upset, and I want to help resolve this. Let me review the details so we can determine the best next step. Professional, calm, empathetic, and most importantly, you're still employed. But what if the agent is having a bad day? Now let's be fair. Customers aren't the only humans in the conversation. Agents are human too. Maybe you didn't sleep well. Maybe you had a problem before work. Maybe you're already on your 10th call. and your coffee is currently doing absolutely nothing. This is where self-awareness becomes important.
That is self-awareness.
The material highlights recognizing your own physical and emotional signals when stress starts affecting your reactions. Maybe you're clenching your jaw, breathing faster, feeling irritated, or thinking, one more difficult customer, and I need to update my resume again.
Gago!
Recognize that feeling? Take a breath when possible, reset, and relax your shoulders. And remind yourself, the customer is not necessarily angry at me personally. They're angry about the situation. That mindset can make a huge difference. So here's something you can remember during your next call. Listen, let the customer explain. Acknowledge, show them that you've heard their concern. Understand, ask questions and avoid assumptions. Act, take the appropriate action. Listen, acknowledge, understand, act. Simple.
Listen, look, and listen, and learn.
You don't need a 47-page empathy manual beside your monitor. Just remember those 4 steps. At the end of the day, being a great call center agent isn't just about having perfect English. It's not just about your AHT. It's not just about hitting your metrics. And it's definitely not about surviving another customer saying, "Can I speak to your manager?" It's about knowing how to communicate with another human being. Because behind every angry voice, there's a person. Behind every complaint, there's frustration. And behind every difficult call, there's an opportunity to create a better customer experience. So the next time you hear,
I've been waiting forever.
don't immediately think, "Here we go again."
What the hell's wrong with you?
Think, what is this customer experiencing and how can I help? That simple change in mindset can make you a better customer service representative, a better communicator, and eventually a better leader. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with another aspiring or current call center agent. And if you're new here, welcome to Behind the Headset. Here, we talk about everything about BPO, from call center interview tips, customer service skills, BPO careers, leadership, in-house companies, remote jobs, and the future of the outsourcing industry. Because there's always more happening behind the headset. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.